have you ever been to a fine restaurant? And I should describe fine restaurant, fine old style restaurant,
Yes.
where inside of the urinals they have ice. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
Okay. If I walk into one of those restaurants where there is ice inside of the urinal, I will race over there to pee on it. And in fact, I'll go back to my table at the inside of the restaurant and drink extra just so that I can come back over to the
Why?
urinal and pee. There's something about peeing on ice that I adore.
What?
And like watching it melt, and then they have these ice cubes that are like perfectly formed, and you pee on them, and then they just start to like melt down, but they never really seem to melt all the way down.
Would you pee on an ice sculpture?
Oh, you know what? If you pee on an ice sculpture, you could literally reshape it.
Exactly.
You could actually like take that should be something that we have some sort of a contest on the Sardale Radio Experience.
Yes,
we get
we have an ice sculpture contest, but we don't do it with ice picks.
Yeah, we do it with urine.
By peeing on the block of ice.
So we'll put the people outside of the studio, and we will have a big block of ice, and we'll give them we'll feed them coffee and water and extra sugar, things that really create large amounts of urine, and they could create their own sculpture.
They're more than welcome to, but it'll the contest will be kind of biased to men. Women can attempt to, but they'd have to be put on.
Well, if a woman is actually able to get out there and do that, she technically would be more talented than the man that could do it. Because
Exactly.
think about the control that a woman has to have hovering over a block of ice.
She'd have to be hovering using some apparatus.
Yes.
Holding her there.
Well, she could squat. Because women actually do this thing a lot of times when they go to the bathroom inside of a public restroom. They squat over like we can't even imagine that, but they squat over the toilet and they urinate. Now, imagine how difficult that is to hold your body weight over a toilet seat and then get comfortable and relaxed enough to open your urethra enough for urine to flow out.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that. I'll mail the dog back in a box.
Oh God.
Can you do that?
Oh God.
I mean, I know you can't mail a human being, but how do you transport a dead dog?
Put it in a bag. I don't know. We had when we had a dog that died, we had somebody make a little coffin for it.
Yeah, but if you got to get it someplace though.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And so what did you do? You made a little coffin and what?
But the dog was put in it, and it was transported to our backyard, and we buried him there.
No, but what if you had to like mail it somewhere? How would you get it?
Oh,
that's what I'm asking. How would you get the corpse there?
I think maybe UPS Air next day air would probably do it. I mean, of course you'd want to do next day air because you wouldn't want the corpse to, deteriorate at any faster rate than it needs to.
Thank you for calling FedEx. This is Darryl. How can I help you?
Hi, Darryl. I think that is amazing. My name is Darryl too. That's wow. How are you today, sir?
I am doing good. How about you?
I'm well. I have a question here, and I don't exactly know where to go with this. I need to ship something. A pet that I was babysitting is expired. A dog. How do I ship an animal that is deceased?
Ooh. Well, I believe that FedEx unfortunately does not ship animals, even dead animals. But give me just a quick moment. I will just double check.
Okay.
At least he's double checking first. That's nice of him to do.
Because I'm wondering, like I could pack it in a certain way. I could put ice around it, or I know as crazy as it sounds, and this is probably not advisable. If I don't even mention the contents, would they even know?
Well, yeah, technically, yeah, you're supposed to tell us what general information about what you're shipping. Live animals, but dead animals, they're not specifying. Hence, they are probably going to be basically saying that we cannot transport dead animals.
But that's just the perception that we're getting, and I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just saying that normally when I ship with FedEx, I'm not used to them saying what's in it. I'm not used to anyone asking me what's in the box. And I know that you can't advise this, but I'm saying if I wrap the corpse of the animal up properly, I make sure that there's a lot of tape around it, there's nothing leaking from it or anything like that, I don't think that they'd even know that it was in there. I can't fathom it, because it's not going to be moved.
I can't give any guarantees that they would not know, because like you said, even if you heavily package it up, there may be problems in still getting it delivered.
Gotcha. And the rotting corpse and that kind of thing that's on the inside.
Right.
That's why I was thinking next day, like next day first or something like that, just to make sure that, I could put like some baking soda on it or something like that, so that it keeps the smell out.
The only thing I know that we could ship that's sort of like animals and it is live is lobsters.
Lobsters.
That's the only thing that is acceptable because it's going to be actually not as a pet, but it's for consumption.
Gotcha.
Nom, 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 nom.
Gotcha. Okay. Wow, that's really interesting. And I don't know. So that probably then, inside of a China, they could ship animals or dogs, being that they do consume them there.
Wow.
Well,
oh, my God.
Technically, I guess that would be correct.
Probably.
But it's probably not going to be very popular to do here.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
In the United States. So maybe over there, FedExing in China, maybe they might be willing to be a little bit more flexible about that.
Right, being that they're going to be consuming